want to talk about the food that we're eating, you guys. I did a spiritual meaning. Spiritual meaning. Love and light. Love and light. Hope you guys are doing well. Time is not fluent. A lot of people out here do not know the spiritual meaning of what we're digesting. Now, they did, the news are talking about it now. I'm seeing synthetic. This video is for entertainment purposes, but use discernment. You know how you wake up in the morning and your breath, okay, your breath smells, and your stomach hurts, and you can't figure out why, but you just ate a piece of chicken or a piece of hamburger or some kind of damn meat, okay, from McDonald's. I don't know, okay, for entertainment purposes. Now, I'm not saying everybody's breath should be smelling like roses, okay? You guys, don't make me laugh. Okay. I'm just saying that I'm seeing synthetic and something else here. And I'm kind of scared to say it, but shit, at this point, I done said everything else, so I might as well just say it, right? Now, and you notice when you go to the store how you notice how big the meat is, right? And you notice when after you eat it, sometimes your tummy might hurt, right? Why is that, right? When we put stuff in our stomachs, and you understand the gut itself is connected to the mental, okay? The gut. So when you're ingesting the stuff, it's also affecting your mental, okay? Now, how it's affecting you is affecting you fears, sadness, anger, disbelief, despair, guilt, loneliness, and you're even having nightmares. But with 222. But what's the first thing they tell you? Oh, go see a gastro doctor, right? So you go see a gastro doctor. What's the first thing they give you? They give you Prilosec. They give you all these medication, Imodium, and then you run into the bathroom and you're shitting all this stuff out of your system, right? Because it's not supposed to be ingested. It's not supposed to be ingested or digested. It's not supposed to be ingested or digested. Thank you. Okay. Now, how the hell is the FDA approving this damn meat? Okay. This is meat that is synthetic. It's not even real. Okay. And then your breath is smelling. You know when your inside is, this is when you know when your inside is rotten. Because you can smell it in your breath. 333. The inside is rotten away. And people don't understand the gut health itself has to do with your mental health. Okay? The gut health has to do with your mental health. Okay? The gut. What you're ingesting and digesting. Now, I did a video, I remember, about the spiritual meaning of meat. Okay, the spiritual meaning. If you let meat sit out and for a couple days, a lot of people put this on their TikToks and all this other stuff, and some of the meat that they let sit out, try this. If you have extra meat that you just, is old meat, right? Let it sit out for a couple days and see what the meat turns into. Okay? If there's worms, parasites, or the meat still looks the same. Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the meat is looking the same. And I'm like, how are they getting away with this? This makes me not even want to eat meat anymore, you guys. Seriously. They're doing so much to the meat. And people are getting the emotions from the meat because the animals have souls. So the humans, from the electrons and the chemical reaction in the brain of the animal that we're digesting and ingesting, is giving us fear, sadness, anger, disbelief, despair. Let me read that again. Fear, sadness, anger, disbelief, despair, guilt, loneliness, dreams of nightmares, may not want to go or be out around others, just like the animal. 555. So I asked myself, did our ancestors, were they vegetarians? Okay. Because a lot of meat was, you got to understand, was brought in from different places. Okay. Different places didn't have certain kind of meat, and certain places didn't have certain kind of spices. And we wonder why, even with salt and sugar, okay, it's interesting. When I did not have sugar for a certain amount of days, when I drank, I could taste the sugar in my drink. It was just watered down with sugar. So we have to, and then I asked, were we vegetarians? Um, I don't believe that we were full vegetarians. I believe we ate fish. Um, but I see synthetic meat here, okay? And it's making people sick. And what I mean, just not on the mental, the chemical imbalance of the brain, physically. Um, this is what I'm seeing, and the sugar. So a lot of this stuff has to do with diseases. If we put it in the umbrella of diseases itself, the sugar, the intake of the sugar, the intake of the meat, because the sugar has to break down in our bodies, right? But we're really not supposed to be having the sugar. This is what I'm saying. If you stop um, drinking stuff with sugar, now me was for a whole month, and then I had a surgery, and then I started drinking stuff. You guys, I'm telling you, everything I drank, I could taste the sugar in it. Everything, and it made me want to just throw it back up. It would come right back up because my body was already detoxed from the sugar. And that's one thing that's hard, is to detox from the sugar, because everything has sugar in it. Okay, everything has a little pinch of sugar, right? Give them a little bit of sugar in there. Make them be obese. Make them have diabetes. Make them have high blood pressure. Salt. But this is what I'm seeing. This is interesting. Okay. Now I'm not telling y'all not. This is videos for entertainment purposes. Okay, just FYI. But y'all need to educate yourself out here. It's easy because when you go to, and I did a video, one of my first videos, I actually went to the meat place, and I couldn't understand why my friends was coming from like the islands, and they were getting sick when they would eat the food. So I went to the meat place and I was like, let me talk to the I went and I seen the meat and I was like, this meat has no color. And the guy was like, the meat's not supposed to have color. And I'm like, what? Like, and it's interesting because I grew up in the country. Um, and I never seen the animal slaughtered, of course, but I've heard of stories of, I have a friend that actually seen one slaughtered and he said he'll never do that again. Okay. Never, they had it for like a celebration, and um, one of my friends is Egyptian, one it was Moroccan, and they said they would never do that again. The animal was fearful. I think it was a goat. I don't know. Um, and they were getting ready to have a celebration, and the fear that they seen on that animal. I mean, they said they would never do that again. This is a story that I was told. Okay, they told me the story, and it's interesting. Um, but it's interesting because it's a chemical in our brain. Okay, electrons, chemical that is affecting our souls, our spirit, and it's causing fear, sadness, anger, disbelief, despair, guilt, loneliness, okay, and dreams, crazy ass dreams here. Dreams of nightmares may not want to go out. And these are the same thing that these animals are feeling because they know they're the next one on the chopping block here. Now, I'm not like, oh, like go vegetarian. Um, my brother has been a Rasta all his life, and now I understand why he is. It's not just spiritual thing with the Rastafarians, because a lot of people out here call themselves Rastafarians, but my brother is a true Rastafarian. Okay, true Rastafarian, always has been and always will be. But now I understand how this meat is affecting us spiritually. Okay, this is why you see the Jews don't eat the pigs. Okay, a lot of societies didn't even have pigs. Okay, they didn't have pigs, you guys. They didn't have certain animals because certain animals were not supposed to be eaten. And when you do kill an animal, you're not supposed to kill. You're supposed to kill to eat, right? Because everything's sacred, even the animal's sacred. So this is what I'm picking up. But this synthetic meat, I'm gonna try it. You guys, I don't eat McDonald's, and this is videos for entertainment purposes, but use discernment. Um, I don't eat at those places because I don't know what's in the meat. Um, and I haven't been noticing that the meat when you go buy it, like the thigh, the wing, it's 2 times bigger than it has ever been. So, what are they injecting these animals with? Like these hormones. That's another thing. So they're injecting the animals with the hormones, right? Um, and then you're ingesting and digesting these hormones that these animals are injected with. I mean, this is crazy, but um, this is how these people are making a profit out here, and we have to eat. So we need to learn what is good for us to eat. Okay, 1414, and what is not. Okay, because it has a lot to do with our spirituality too. It dumbs it down if you think about it. Um, just like the music, it dumbs it down, dumbs your consciousness down. Um, and that's what's happening with the food. And if you notice that I was in a rural area and I did a video, go back to my old videos, the spiritual meaning of meat, and the butcher that I spoke to. Um, and what he described about the meat and how some meat carry um, cancer. Like they can actually see the cancer on the meat while they're cutting the damn meat. So it looks like a little tumor. Okay, this is interesting. Um, so I'm like, should we just stop eating meat completely? I mean, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but just use discernment out here. Okay, use discernment. What's best for you, use it. If you are feeling sick, try something else that's healthy. Um, because Dr. Sebi said it best. He broke it down, and he wasn't even a doctor. He was a herbalist. Okay, and for the knowledge that he did, he suggested that people do a 40-day fast. Okay, 40-day fast. Um, and I'm seeing that girl, Left Eye. She was in that car accident for entertainment purposes. What she was coming back and telling people was going to be so profound in the medical field. Even Dr. Sebi talking about this, um, they had to be taken out. And it's really sad because they're making money, pharmaceuticals, um, the doctors. I mean, they're trying to help, but um, they're using Western medicine, and Western medicine's not the way. Okay, we have every natural plant out here that can heal us. Okay, God gave us Yeshua, the divine source, gave us plants that can actually heal us. Okay, and for use for any remedy out here. Okay, but just think about that. Um, what you're ingesting is interesting because I'm hearing ingesting, digesting, and the spiritual me and the regulations. And I noticed too something with the fruit. I don't know if y'all have been noticing about the fruits. It's hard to get certain fruits fresh. You literally have to go to like this people that are actually growing it. That's what I'm saying. If you can grow your vegetables, if you can grow not just your vegetables, but your fruits, um, just try to do it yourself. I know it may take time, it may take dedication, but hey, do it. Okay, it'll be worth it. All right, you guys. All right, this is Jennifer Felix. Love and light, my beautiful souls.